Hello, my Taurus and Taurus rising friends. Sandra from ForYourTea.com, and this is your monthly outlook with me and the Wheel of Life spread for January 2021. Welcome to it. Thank you for being here with me on this fine afternoon. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not liked subscribed and hit the notification bell, please do. That subscription will automatically enter you into a drawing where I select a lucky YouTube subscriber to win an email reading with me with the cards of truth. Cards of truth are shockingly detailed and accurate. It's very different than what I do here on YouTube. Clients always rave about them, which is why I give one away every month. And you'll want to hit the notification bell because every week when I upload a video, I announce the winner in one of those weekly videos, and you will have 7 days to claim your prize. Now, I have another announcement, and that is I'm also doing the January These Zodiac videos, all 12 houses for free again. I did that in December. I wanted to do that because we're still like neck deep in eclipse energy here, and I want you guys to see and understand how these eclipses are going to affect you and your life and all the changes that are taking place, and you will start to see glimpses of it here in January if you don't already know what changes are coming. Okay, so right off the bat, first house, we talk about changes, and this is a decision. You feel like you need to make a decision right now here at the onset of January. However, this card indicates that the energy is too scattered for you to make a correct decision at this time, so it's better to wait. Now, we have Mother Mary here to talk about unconditional love. Now, this is unconditionally loving yourself. Some of you may have feelings of old guilt that needs to be released at this time. Whatever it is, you've done nothing wrong. We are all here to learn lessons and to grow from them. And the bottom of this card says, love yourself, love others in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Also, remember that situations can change very rapidly, so what you think you're experiencing now at the onset of January, you could be in a total different set of circumstances at the end of January, or even in February for that matter. Now, second house rules your money and your stuff. The waiting game. This is a patient card, but I like this card better than I like the traditional patient card in this deck, and that's because I always call this card, you guys have probably heard me say it before, the insurance card. This is an insurance policy. After this period of patience, success is assured. Now, we did pull Kali, which talks about endings and beginnings, and the message on the bottom says the old must basically go away so that the new can come in, right? Now, if we pulled this message with other tarot cards, I would be concerned, but I am not, because of the guaranteed success that you end up having here eventually. If you're not in your money spot where you want it right now, you will be later on this year. Things are going to work out for you. Even if you can't see it right now, or if there's no evidence for it. It will work out everything is going to work out in your favor, okay? So not to worry. Okay, third house rules siblings, brother, sister. It could also be talking about your communication. This is a challenge card, certainly. You know, your brother or sister may come to you and tell you that they've had to jump through 8,000 hoops and it's not getting any better. And you're just kind of thinking to yourself, or maybe you're going to say it, right? You know, join the club. But also communication could feel challenging for you at this time. People are not understanding, you know, what you're writing or what you're typing or what you're saying. And you may have to clarify yourself more than once. Now, there is a message of going outdoors here. So there's something about outdoors and the fresh air and it relieving stress. You know, I know it's winter, but maybe on a mild day, you could go take a walk or something like that, or you can encourage your brother or sister to go for a walk, and it will release some of this stress that's coming from this challenge. Okay, the Moon card, where you currently live right now. This could also be talking about your father, so your father could be feeling like this. This is like extra emotional card, sort of withdrawn, introverted, staying at home, perhaps a little too much, but understandably. But, you know, the universe is here to say in this oracle message, Siege, you do need some quiet time out alone. You know, something about more meditation, more quiet time, more relaxing time. It's not really a time for you to pack up and move all your stuff like it is for some of the other zodiacs. You are going to be spending more time at home contemplating what you would like to do next. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, fifth house. So this is your social circle. You got a great message here. Sometimes children show up in this fifth house, but normally they show up in the 11th house. We'll get to that in a few moments. This is a creative card. You could be involved in some sort of creative project with a friend of yours or multiple friends of yours. Or your friend could be in the midst of this creative project. There could also be some sort of travel here. Now, you know, to what extent we can travel in January or what extent you can travel, I'm not really sure. But you did pull this free message here that talks about being bold here. And also there's an element and a message of exploration. Excuse me. So this card says, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Sorry about that, I had to take a breather. So, this is definitely putting yourself out there where you normally wouldn't. But I'm getting for some of you, this could be a friend that comes to you and says, hey, I need your help on this project that I'm doing. I need your help with this piece of it. And you're just like, yeah, that sounds great. And even if you don't think that at first, there's something about saying yes to this opportunity that leads you to something else. So make sure you're watching out for this. Overall, this is not the best message in this reading, but I really, really like the energy here. Okay, sixth house, work and health. Accelerated motion. So this card means you're learning a harsh life lesson here, unfortunately. I'm hoping it's related to work and not health. If you are having symptoms, health-related symptoms, make sure you're getting them checked out thoroughly. If you can't get any answers, keep getting a second opinion. You may need to even go to functional medicine a lot of times to get the right answer. Now, for those of you that this is talking about work, you could have had an opportunity lately, or you could get an opportunity where you want to say yes to it, but it's leading you down the path of more lessons than it really is any reward. Okay, now there is something about having compassion here. Kuan Yin, this could be having compassion with yourself. For those of you that might be going through a health challenge right now, so it would be time to R&R, rest, relax, recover. And of course, this could also be talking about your work, specifically with regard to, you could be having compassion, needing compassion with yourself. In other words, don't self-blame, don't have a bunch of guilt. You were doing the best you could with the knowledge and the tools that you had at the time. Or you could be, the message could also be, have compassion with a coworker or someone who's in authority who's having a hard time, who's struggling. It can be hard to do. Seventh house. This is a fantastic message. This rules your primary relationships. It also rules business partners, for those of you who have business partners, the Taurus friends, heart chakra. Someone or something has lit your fire and opened your heart chakra wide open. And the message that pairs with this is Abundantia, which talks about receiving, specifically prosperity. So this could be money that's coming through a relationship or a business partnership, but it also could just be receiving a relationship at this time, because that's prosperous too. There are many forms of abundance, right? Whatever form you're receiving it in is fantastic in January. So congratulations on that. Now, 8th house does rule intimacy. This is the bedroom talk. It also rules taxes, contracts, legal matters, and the source of your significant other's income. Triumph to me is the Knight of Swords, like swooping in, instant action, taking aggressive action, which is not advisable because you have Una at this time. Easy does it. Don't try to force things to happen here. If you have a new partner that we were talking about in your 7th house, it's sort of, you're going to need to ease into the bedroom. If you have an existing partner, and you're trying to fix some bedroom issue that you have, it's going to be more a slow fix than it is a fast fix. Okay? 9th house, travel. And school. I think every sign is going to get a challenge card here. So this is a challenge card. Aries got a different challenge in this house, but this is like you struggling. You may not be able to travel where you want to travel to in January. I'm just going to be honest. If you're in school or you're thinking about school, that too presents challenges. It's just not the proper time to do that. For those of you that are already in school, it just may feel like a struggle. Now, White Terra is here to talk about your sensitivities. You are becoming increasingly sensitive, and I'm getting, for those of you that do travel, you could come into a harsh environment, that sort of triggers your allergies, okay? And you're thinking to yourself, wow, I never had an allergy to a cat before. And it's because you are growing sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals, because those can be triggered at this time. Not saying that it's going to trigger you every time, but there's something about it being triggered in January if you are in different parts of, your normal day-to-day routine. 10th house, the career. This is also a challenging card. Now the 10th house also rules your mother, so your mother may feel challenged at this time if this is not talking about your career. Now, we didn't pull a great message in the 6th house, right? So I feel like it's directly related to your 6th house. For those of you that are working, it feels like a struggle. It feels like a challenge. Now, you did pull Bast, which talks about independence here. So you may be doing more than what you bargained for at work. You may be working alone, whereas before you were working with a partner, a co-worker who is doing part of the work. But there's something that's calling you to do it alone now. And Bast is here to tell you at this bottom of this card, your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. So there's definitely going to be some rewards at the end of this path, which is very good for you. All right, now the 11th house rules your children. For those of you that don't have children, it's talking about a close friend. There is something in their world, in their life, that they're missing. They're going to work hard to try to get this person back or to get the situation back. Now, there's also something about having a timeout. from whatever this is, this person, the situation, because they pulled solace, and this is talking about recharging your batteries near a body of water. Some of them may want to go on a brief vacation, a long weekend or something near a lake or the Gulf or the ocean. Now, here we go. 12th house. What's about to happen 3 months from now? So look for this in April. Transformation. This is the Death card. There's definitely some sort of ending that you will see in April. It is not a bad thing, however. Even if you think it's a bad thing at the time, you pulled Arasura, which is blossoming, right? So Arasura says you are just getting started. So if you feel like something has been taken away here in April, that will soon be replaced with something new. Have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Do not give up, Taurus. Thank you so much for being with me here in January. Please check out my Taurus 2021 predictions, which will be in the 2 boxes. Should be right now at the end of this video. Many blessings to all of you.